The problem is that Bradford made an impulsive decision, a stupid, impulsive, life-threatening decision that, frankly, if you were running a company and made that kind of a decision, you destroy that company instantaneously. Bradford, you're fired.
Ooh, so dramatic, Richard. Do you remember that?
What did they call it? They call it the cobra snake or something. That
Did they? You know, I use that in my everyday language.
Well, you are a self-confessed a reality show aficionado, are you not?
I am, proudly.
So how would this sound to you? The Apprentice, the White House. Trump going back on The Apprentice. Would you watch that, Faiza? Of course you would.
Why not?
It could happen. According to a report in the Daily Beast, since taking office, Trump has confided to close friends that he misses hosting The Apprentice and the Celebrity Apprentice, and that he has reportedly kept in touch with The Apprentice creator Mark Burnett. The two have discussed reviving their creative partnership, even pitching each other details on potential TV projects. One of the ideas kicked around by Burnett and Trump was shooting a new version of The Apprentice, tentatively titled Apprentice White House, and that it would be produced shortly after Trump leaves office. Going back to his reality show roots, Faiza, that would be a hit show, don't you think?
I think so.
We've already had a Trump reality show for like 3+ years, but there could be another one on the way.
Presented without commentary. Okay.
Straight face, Faiza.
Okay, a convicted murderer, you might get this straight face again, wants to be released because he claims he's already served his life sentence.
This is fascinating. We're looking here at Benjamin Schreiber. He was convicted for murder in Iowa for a 1997 murder. He was rushed from prison to hospital, though, in 2015 after large kidney stones caused him to develop septic poisoning. When he arrived at hospital, he was clinically dead. He had a do not resuscitate order, yet doctors did resuscitate him. They actually restarted his heart 5 times. Anyways, he's now claiming that his momentary death at the hospital meant his life sentence in prison was fulfilled and he should be a free man. Schreiber's other claim was that his due process was violated when doctors failed to follow that do not resuscitate order. So there's one we haven't heard before. He was technically dead. So maybe they could have had him dead if they wanted to. They resuscitated him. Well, should he be let free? I don't know, Faiza.
I don't know.
We're not going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole, but that's an interesting story nonetheless.
Yes, again, presented without commentary. Maybe you'll get me on this one. NASA, they're hoping to unlock some secrets gathered on the surface of the moon more than 40 years after the fact.
This is unbelievable. What we're looking at right here is NASA scientists opening up samples of moon rock and soil that were sealed away for 40 years. The samples were collected on Apollo 17 by Gene Cernan and Jack Smith, who we're going to look at here. The Apollo missions, they brought back over 800 pounds of rock and soil, most of which were studied, but some were sealed away, waiting for the day when technology could better analyze them. And that day has arrived. Scientists are hopeful the new samples will shed more light on the creation of the moon, on its the ice that may be on the moon, and they also hope it's going to give more information ahead of a new program at NASA called Artemis, which is the successor to Apollo. Artemis planning to send astronauts back to the moon in 2024, including the first female astronaut. It's cool, Faiza, that the future has arrived. They were waiting for the day to analyze them, and here it is.
Today's the day. Would you take a ride up there if you were allowed to?
I'd love to, but I need to make sure I could still have internet access, and because I'm not going to give up my smartphone on the way to the moon. Faiza, would you go?
No. I barely get on airplanes, so I don't think I'm going to leave this planet.
You're not going
soon.
for a 2-week mission to the lunar surface anytime soon.
At all, but I will watch a show on it.
Loves her reality TV.
And not afraid to admit it. Thanks, Richard.
Have a good weekend.
You too.